Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And I'm a little bit under the weather, so just pardon me for today. My voice is a bit, you know, all over the place and not really loud. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about why you shouldn't come to Canada. Okay, yes, I know I said that. I'm in Canada and I'm here to tell you why you shouldn't come to Canada. Okay, so number one is, first of all, is if you come to Canada as a student, the possibility of you becoming a permanent resident and a citizen is very easy. Okay, so back in the day, as far back as 2015, the set of 2015 2016 had the opportunity of coming to Canada as a student. And before they even finished their 1 year program, they applied for PR and it was approved. And 2 years after their PR was approved, they got their citizenship. Okay, so that's to tell you that it's just a very smooth and swift process. Okay, it's just straightforward. You don't need to be hiding from one, you know, officer to the other. You are, the country is open to giving you those opportunities. Okay, so it's not like some countries that require you to go back home immediately you're done. Like, I mean, that's what it's said in the paper. But if you are able to apply before, you know, the whole visa expiration, you go back. And then you're also eligible to apply for, let's say, when you're done with your master's or your program, you're eligible to apply for what we call PGWP. And what is PGWP? PGWP is postgraduate work permit. So even if you don't get your PR within 1 year or 2 years of your program, you're eligible to work and live in Canada for 1 to 3 years, depending on the number of years that your program is. Okay, so that's the first reason why you shouldn't come to Canada. Okay, the second reason that you shouldn't come to Canada is because there are tons of opportunities. Okay, it doesn't just stop at you going to school, becoming a PR, being a citizen. It also extends to, the kind of opportunities that you can access, right? So, like, I'm speaking from the fact that there are some things that I wouldn't have accessed. Even here, while I'm in Canada, there are some things I can't access with my green passport. And I'm going to explain what I mean. Okay, so for instance, I want to travel for a conference, fully funded, but then I'm required to get a visa. And then you hear that, oh, this particular country, they take certain amount of months to scrutinize and all of that. Okay, so you see that I am being blacklisted without even knowing, because of my passport. But just imagine the kind of opportunities that I am supposed to meet, or the kind of opportunities that I have missed because I hold a green passport. That is not to say that my green passport is not good. It is great, because I mean, my green passport brought me to Canada. My green passport has taken me to places. I have also accessed some opportunities. But I know that one of the things that really hurt me was a United Nations conference I was supposed to attend on behalf of Canada. I was supposed to go and represent them, but because I did not have a visa, I was told to hold on, that in the next conference, you know, I would go, right? So that I would have ample time, because they were not going to, respond to me ASAP, right? But if I had another passport, or I don't know, but this is just my thought, right? This is not to say that our green passport or my green passport is not. Nah, I'm just trying to say, make a point. I wish you get that. Anyways, so there are different opportunities, both starting a business here. As a Now I'm speaking to immigrants, because as an immigrant that you're starting a business in Canada, you're going to thrive. You're going to just make a lot of profit, depending on the kind of business you're doing. Okay, you see people who are back home. We don't really value laborers. Okay, we see people who do things like making hair, photography, stylists are even a bit touched in maybe places like Lagos and Abuja, but like, just like, or even people who sell food, like people who have like restaurants, or people who have like supermarkets, right? Back in my own home country, I don't know how it works in your own home country, but back in my own home country, you're just not valued. Okay, even mechanics, even drivers, you speak to them rudely and anyhow, like you just feel like they're not up to your level, and as such they are beneath you, and then you talk to them the way you like. Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you. In Canada, you don't do that. Okay, that's number one. And number two, if you try it, there's even like here they will teach you that there's dignity in labor. Okay, so you would see someone who is a plumber coming to do something in your house, and he's charging you or she's charging you within the range of 1,000 Canadian dollars, and you're gonna pay because duh, you requested his or her services. Okay, so there is dignity in labor, and they are paid well here compared to like back home. Okay, so you're going to thrive no matter the business that you want to do, so long as like you have studied the market and you understand how to do that, and where not to touch. Okay, so I'm talking about opportunities, and like I said, I don't want to focus on the job market because it depends on your career. Okay, so I would also say that there are some certain things that people don't really talk about. Okay, so in Nigeria, you see all those truck drivers. Sorry, I'm calling Nigeria. That's because that's where I'm from. Okay, and that's what I can relate to most of the things that I want to talk about. Okay, so like truck drivers in Nigeria are not valued, but here they make a shitload of money. Pardon my language. I'm sorry. They make lots of money. Okay, so you want to see this country as a place that gives you opportunity. Now, don't also come to Canada. If you're looking for security. So I'm not gonna say that there is no country that has no security issues, but I'm going to brag about Canada very well, unlike our neighbors who, if you're walking around the streets of some places in the US, you would most likely be gunned down. Okay, so in Canada, I can say that I can go out and come back late at night using the bus or even trekking, like taking a walk, and nothing happens. I don't get robbed. That doesn't mean that people don't get robbed. Don't get me wrong. But the percentage of people that get robbed in Canada or get kidnapped or one insecurity issue or the other is very slim. Okay, so this is something that I want us to, you know, focus on while I'm trying to talk about security. So if you know that you like insecurity, hmm, you know what to do, right? So let me talk about the healthcare system in Canada. Now, one of the things that I love about Canada when it comes to healthcare is that I don't get to pay for. I mean, it's different from health insurance. That's not what I'm talking about. So I'm talking about healthcare, right? Like going to see a doctor, running tests. I don't pay nothing, right? This is even as a student, let alone what people who are like citizens and even permanent residents, what they, like what they enjoy, the benefits they enjoy as being a PR or a citizen in Canada. So when I came to Canada, I got my insurance card. So that insurance card is like gives me access to see a doctor for free. Like I don't have to pay. Because if you don't have that insurance card, you're going to pay, and it's not cheap. Okay, it's a lot of money, right? So not every country can do that. So don't come to Canada, okay? Another thing that I would like to share. I mean, I'm just because I don't script my videos. If you notice, I don't script my videos, it just comes to my head, okay? So, one of the things that I would say should be the reason why you should not come to Canada is because Canada gives children better opportunities. And I'm going to explain. First of all, Canada will pay you for child support. I know some of you will say, how much is a child support, Kwano? Right? Well, how much does your government in your home country pay you for child support? So, what it means in this country is that if you have 3 children, Canada will be paying you for your 3 kids, okay, to take like child support. Like, I'm going to do a separate video for that, right? If both parties earn a lot of money, maybe your child support will reduce because they feel like you have enough money to take care of your children, okay? But if your income is not a lot, the amount of child support you get is a lot, okay? So I mean, like there are so many benefits why you should come to Canada. I know at the beginning I said you should not come to Canada. That's because to I needed you to listen, right? Anybody that is telling you don't come to Canada, I don't have a problem if the person is saying don't come to Canada and the person is in his or her home country. I don't have a problem with that. But if you're abroad and you're saying don't come here, it to me it seems like you just want to be the only one to enjoy the benefits that you are enjoying, right? So I want everyone to come to Canada. I'm sure by now you know that I am an ambassador for Canada. I love talking about Canada. I want people to explore it, okay? Because I know that you don't need to be running helter skelter looking for who to give you PR, looking for who to make you, all those things don't matter here because it's like better, okay? Unlike in the US, sorry, my guys in the US, where you have to find your way around and all of that. It's not even that easy. Okay, you see a student balling after 5 years because the student was able to get PR and is a citizen already. So, my darlings, if you would listen to me, come to Canada because the opportunities are massive. Okay. And this is not to say that Canada does not have its, disadvantages, which I'm going to create a different video to talk about it so that we can really explore those options. Okay. So that, you would really know if you want to come to Canada or not. But in my own opinion, Canada to me is the best. And it's a land of opportunities. It depends on what you want. And also, before you make that journey to come to Canada, plan. Have a plan. Why are you coming to Canada? Are you coming to Canada to settle? Okay, what are the job opportunities that are here? What province thrives more for your career path? Okay, you want to figure this out. Okay, what if when you come in you're not able to get a job in the first month? I'm not saying that. I'm sure by now you know that I'm a very positive person, but I'd like to be realistic sometimes. Okay, so what if you don't get a job within the first month or first week or 2 weeks within when you come in? What are you going to be doing? Okay, are you just going to cross your legs? So have a plan, learn a skill or two that's going to help you have side gigs on the side. Okay, so yeah, I hope I've been able to convince you and not confuse you that I need you in Canada. Thank you guys, and this is the end of the video. And the next video I'm going to be posting would be why people are leaving Canada. Oh yes, people are leaving Canada. Bye guys.